In this video, I would love to walk you through my career upgrade method step by step, so you know what to expect as soon as we kick off the coaching program. All right, so let's dive right in. We start with the end result in mind as soon as we kick it off with the training program. So at the end of the coaching program, you will get exposed to great career opportunities. Okay, so this is what we want to start with. And then we take a step back, which means, we will need to introduce you to the hiring managers or executive search consultants, headhunters. Okay, so who are we going to introduce you with? We need to also create content that will position you as an expert in your industry to demonstrate your expertise. So if you enroll in the credibility booster package, we are going to create lots of content. You can also create the content yourself, but if you would like us to do it for you, we can certainly do it. So before each introduction, we need to make sure you are well positioned. It's all about positioning, about branding. You need to thrive. And then again, a step back is networking. So we need to improve your networking skills. So you know how to introduce yourself, how to present yourself, how to make these networking moves effectively. So eventually you can benefit from these introductions. And we also need to make sure that your LinkedIn profile is really superb. It is clear, concise, it focuses on the bottom line. We want to make sure it is result oriented. So as soon as these people we will introduce you with, as soon as they look at your profile, they will get impressed. And we also need to make sure your personal brand communicates in a credible way who you are and why the decision maker should invest time in connecting with you. Okay, so that's this part. And before we do the personal branding part, we want to also make sure your pitch, your elevator pitch is great and you can immediately clearly communicate who you are, what is your expertise, what's your experience, so that when we build your network and when we introduce you, you can get the attention you desire. And we also need to do some research before we do all this. So the research is important because we need to identify who to introduce you with. Who are the decision makers? Who are the headhunters? Who are the key stakeholders? And it all starts with defining the goals, the strategy. It starts with identifying the steps that we need to go through. What content should we produce? Who to network with? Like, this is all the first step we start with. So I walked you through this step backwards so you see how it is connected, how we will end up with great career opportunities for you to materialize. So if you are looking for a career move, if you would like to change your career, or maybe you are just looking for some fractional job as a fractional CTO, maybe a due diligence consultant, maybe you are looking for an advisory board member seat, this is great. We will introduce you. Before these introductions, we need to make sure there is some content in place which we can produce for you. We need to make sure you have networking skills in place, like really great. You have a proper LinkedIn profile that communicates your expertise. You have a brand that is outstanding. So all these steps are necessary. If you have not scheduled an appointment with me, then just click the link below this video and I'll be looking forward to talking to you soon.